Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday evening. It is 7:25 Central Standard Time here in the deep piney woods of East Texas. Hope you're having a great day. It is by choice. Just wanted to let you see, get a little peeky poo of me here, and I'll go ahead and shut that off, and we'll get on with business. We're going to have a little weather report, might help you for this week, a real weather report, and then we'll get into the rest of it. Stand by. I am back. I am back. I hope that little thing is not in the middle. I do not feel comfortable. Okay, sorry for the off and on there. There was a little thing in the middle of the screen there. I didn't know if y'all was going to be seeing it, or if you did in the very beginning, I had to take it off. I am happy today. I'm happy today. I understand how the pay plan works. Yay! Yay! I was staring at three circles. Three circles. At 2 in the morning last night, I called my dear sweet programmer and I said, they shoot horses for less than this. I said, if I can't understand three circles, take me out of my misery. And the light went off, because it's got to be so simple it's silly. If you can understand 1, 2, 3, tack a couple things onto each one of those, and the whole thing repeats that process, the whole shooting match from here all the way to the right, wrapping around the world a few times, and from here straight down in unlimited width, unlimited depth, with three little circles. Oh, by the way, I'm real proud of it. Here it is, right here. And I even got a, it had been drawn out before. I had to spend about half a ream of paper, which is about 250 sheets, to be able to understand what he's got here. See, that's what he sent me originally. That is what's going to make lots of people slap happy fit, not fat, because I got a lot of feedback on the fat thing. So now, instead of the financial awareness team, we're seriously looking toward the financial intelligence team, or the financial intel team. It makes no difference what it is. And I hear people say, well, how can we take a look at your background, or how the company, who the principals are? You are the principal. That's right. We've cut out everybody. It's you. This is your backbone. What you didn't realize in any of these other things you're doing, you're the backbone too. It's just that you've accepted how they're going to pay you. Now it's all yours. All yours. So if you want to do a little checking of who's running this show, are they creditable? It's you. Go look in the mirror. Isn't that a change of scenery? Are you trustworthy with yourself? Because all that's going to happen is this. I don't have anything to do with it. It is a computerized system. Someone comes in with a subscription, that computer knows to poof, send it out to those people. I don't touch deadly. So unless we have a system like HAL that runs wild and rampant and turns on us, not too far-fetched, as I'm going to show you in just a minute. We got to talk about these things. I can show you how to get slap happy fit, but I can't really point out. I'm going to be pointing out what's going on, which segues us right into today's weather. This is part of our value that we're going to be doing, because a lot of people are very interested in the real news. You're not going to see this on the real news, and then wait till you see what I have to follow up, what has a little bit more to do with weather that does in fact affect us. Let's listen to Dave here as he goes over the news that will affect you tomorrow as far as weather goes. Here we go.
On the ground, we have Japan allegedly hiding one of their 45 tons of plutonium, claiming to have only 44 stored. Seeking to not report based on a technicality, officials say there is enough unreported plutonium in the MOX mixture to make 80 nuclear bombs. Jumping to the clouds, where we're looking to NASA's Arctic Ozone Monitor, featured today on NASA's Earth Observatory. Good article linked below explaining the changes we see every year. A little higher, we're taking space weather and magnetic storms here at Earth. We'll come back to that in a moment. Going even higher, all the way out to deep space for the last top story, Hubble under Chandra under the Very Large Radio Array. Scientists have captured some terrific cosmic polar jets, but are unable to account for the odd shape above it, leaning on the fact that the objects are in heavy collision and that the form may be a result of that. Let's get more detailed. We're still under watch of the Uyen candidate number 9, but the top zone can't make up his mind between the Gulf of Mexico and the Far East Pacific. Assuming he's done being fickle, we should get that development soon, likely another Mexico quake as well. Quickly now, the Asian deluge continues, especially in parts of China. The flood line on the convergence barely moves in South America. Western South Africa can probably see their next convergence line coming from offshore. Wind map shows the power low cresting western and northwestern Europe, but watch that same darn line fire up from Greece to Norway, Sweden, and Finland. Australia with lines cutting to the southeast at the corners, and then another low sitting just about on top of New Zealand. USA, same story. Collision of differing air masses set to make temperatures, moistures, pressures, and electric potential work out their differences along the convergence line tonight. A lot of change taking place in a short time in a small space. It's a recipe for energetic storms. They should be spreading a bit more lightly north across into Canada. Coming to space weather. Second gamma ray burst in as many days was detected yesterday coming out of the Taurus constellation. Bigger news in terms of space weather, however, taking place right here at Earth. We were watching for the coronal hole stream to sweep past our planet nearly the same time as the CME that erupted during the destabilization of that megafilament. The solar wind shows CME impact first, with a simultaneous jolt to speed and density, and later we see coronal hole signatures. Little density rises followed by rising speed and plasma temperature below in green. Speed and density are flipped up top on the SOHO solar wind data, but again, we see the CME impact first, and then some density shocks before the coronal hole speed ramp. Magnetic storm level has reached G2 with our KP of 6, clearly visible also on the sensitive meters. As for solar flaring, not much to be seen, and again, we have to blame the baseline magnetic power of the star rather than the sunspots. They're peppering center disk, and we see large sunspot groups. The northern lead is finally beta class, with a mix wanting to occur behind him so badly. Meanwhile, the southern deltas have weakened, but I will call both of these gamma class. You'll be able to classify these sunspots yourself when I upload some more Sun series videos today. Remember folks, 6 days until the Mobile Observatory project kicks off. Head over and check out everything we've got going on after you locate 2 Earth-facing plasma filament eruption threats in the incoming coronal hole in the shots of our star to close. Eyes open, no fear. It's 6:40 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.
I really enjoy listening. That's a little bit bizarre to some may look at it, but it does give you a real understanding if you're interested in that kind of thing, and if you're not, it can tell you the real news about what to look for tomorrow. I found this over here, might be interesting to some folks. It's I posted it up on Facebook, and I'll be posting it up on probably the High Rollers, I would imagine. But it's on Facebook right now under Randy Matthews, and over on the Hempville High. Drug testing and introduction. It goes through all this, and we'll tell you about CBD and various things along those lines. Spacebook is still as is. We have a good little group going over there under my page at Randy Matthews, and we also have it over at Hempville High, and we post lots of good stuff about the hemp industry and in general, things that you might be interested in as far as cannabis world, which I'm extremely passionate. This little guy right here, that's a cobra, and this little a Russell Terrier takes that cobra down. I don't know if y'all saw that, but he does. It's look at this guy.
Fato.
Scatum, scatum.
Peitum, peitum, peitum. Malcolm, do it, Mom. Malcolm, do it. Saffron.
Yeah, that's an interesting deal there, eh? People don't realize that dog circling. What it's doing is that these snakes they can't hardly see, and that dog circles. He gets his scent all the way around the circle. It confuses the snake, and because snakes go by the smell, and so he doesn't know which way he's coming from. And that little terrier there nails him. Interesting, isn't it? Now look at this. Look at this. This is on the 7th last night on Coast to Coast. I've been telling y'all it's $4 a month. I'd get you a subscription. I might start giving away as little spiffs when we get going. This is real good stuff, and show you how good of stuff. I want to bring this in, and this is from a lady. Her name is Elena Freeland. She's talking about technology, how we've come to technology, and about how they're actually weaponizing our weather. Now pay close attention, and this is going to blow your socks off. Here we go.
Basically on Morgellons is because I could follow his work step by step, very laboriously, on his website, carnicominstitute.org, and I was able to, because I could have had a biology degree when I was in undergrad because I did a double major, but I was 3 credits short, and it was the 60s, and bye-bye. But I love biology, and I'm very comfortable in it. So I was able to follow this, and we were able to share sort of mental notes as he went along in his research. He has now isolated the DNA of these little critters, and I want to give you the name that he has given these genetically engineered critters that are riding down on polymers. They I don't know, they have an affinity for the polymers, and down they come, and again we're at the nano scale here. We're at 0.1 microns, and we are breathing them in. We are drinking them in our water supply. We are eating them in our genetically modified foods, and perhaps even our organic foods, because they are just simply following the law of gravity down to us, and we are breathing them in. So these 238, I'm turning the page. So he has named, after much research, and understand he has been working on these guys. The first thing he had to do was establish that the fibers in some of the people contacting him, these strange little, very thin fibers sticking out of lesions on people's bodies, that when these people would go to their physician or to a clinic, they were being diagnosed, it's amazing, with delusional parasitosis. I guess the physician or the nurse would look down and wouldn't see any little wires sticking out of these people. I don't know how that's possible. Nor did they collect them and give them a good look under a microscope. It was as if, in reading some of the accounts of these victims who have gone to seek medical attention and therefore have medical records that can be hacked into by the military-industrial complex, it's as though by being accused of being delusional, the attending physician had already been informed that this was a federal operation and it was hands-off. I mean, I can't believe that these people are stupid, and they certainly have a protocol, a medical protocol, for when someone comes in with sores and lesions. So I can only assume that that people were running scared because they had been informed it was hands off. The name of this creature, and Clifford has named it under duress because he has appealed to the CDC, he has appealed to the EPA, he has appealed to NASA and NOAA, you name it, and they have blown him off, though, as you will see in the at the end of the chapter on Morgellons.
Listen up. Skin. And doctors routinely will tell patients.
This is on the 3rd hour of the show on the 7th, which is, I believe, last night. and very interesting stuff. We're living in a different world, people, and that's why I'm very, very honored to be able to bring to those who have the sense enough to be able to see this, you know, to be able to where do I have it? To be able to see this and understand it. It is simple as pie. Simple as pie. I'm going to start teaching this week for those people who do want a pathway out. My objective is to get you as financially fit as fast as I possibly can. We all have fun. The power is in the quiet moments of our lives. That is the true power, and we can get there. We don't need anyone else's guidance. The platform that we have, as you can see, there is no product. The product we have is your life, your value of your life, and so I'll be teaching that to those who are interested. You can reach me through Ribby Scott on Facebook. You can reach me at wowweme@gmail.com, wowweme@gmail.com. And before we part or go into a little break time here, let me introduce you to Phoenix Rising Radio. He is live, I do believe, right now. Let's hop over there and see. It is now 20 minutes to 8 Central Time. He should be live. It is Sunday. We'll boot him up, Phoenix Rising Radio, and we'll see what Mr. Phoenix is all about right now. He should be taking calls from callers at about this time. Let's see. Let me reboot, I guess. Here we go. This should not be a recording because
Afghanistan in 2009.
On the USS Saratoga in 1982.
Once it's earned, USAA Auto Insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve current and former military members and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
The reaction will be the Kurds and everybody freaking out. Oh no, we can't work this way. The solution, oh well, guess we'll have to have a referendum and become our own nation. Meanwhile, they're printing their own currency already. So, yeah, this is a setup. This is a setup. And you guys are getting to watch the Hegelian dialectic being played out right before your eyes. Okay, we'll be back in about 3 minutes.
We caught him at a wrong time there. Anyway, that's Phoenix Rising Radio. This is his wife's blog. You can see it up here in my address bar, going global, east meets west. If you want some good straight news, that the kind of things that you need to hear about bad, it's Kelly. She has everything over here. I feel it's good or better than Drudge has. A lot of it will have to do with emerging markets and the currency world, but it has very, 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 very much so things of what I talk about as well. They are of kindred spirit. I tell you, that was interesting to see on the weather report. I want to do something real quickly, and we will come over here to just a couple subscriptions. I am so happy that I have completed that understanding of how that pay plan does work for y'all, because we're now on the threshold of doing something that literally has not been done here in the that I'm aware of. Because why would a company want to start something that has no profit built into it? And the reason I'm doing this is so that all of us can get financially stable and happy quicker, the fastest way humanly possible. I'm looking for a little something here. We're not going to do that this season. I maybe do something later on tonight as far as a little quiet time moment. But be sure and do that. Find yourself a good 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes just to center yourself. We will be underway. I want to give a shout out to Jay Conley there, and J. Ryan Conley. He's got quite a tool that we're going to be using over here at in our program, and really this is your program. It really is. what we're going to be doing, you're going to find that you're in charge of everything, every single thing that you will be in charge of yourself individually. And we provide a platform and with all the support, and you're going to find that you've had people say that you can do this, you can do that, you can make this, you can make that much. We'll show you how to do it. I was talking to Kevin today, and a nice little tool that we could have. Let's say someone needs to pay off their house note or car note every month, $1,500, whatever, and we come up with a little tool that would literally show you, okay, this is the pathway you need to do to satisfy that. Once you do that, that's going to give you a lot of faith in what we're doing, because all we're doing is sharing something of extreme value that anybody that you know that's broke, like most of us, and if they can spare $35 to invest in their own future, and they know other broke people, all you're doing is helping people. And then just spreading the word on how to do this. A rare event that you get with a company whose product is virtual in delivery, and it's not seeking to cut your head off with padding it in with profit. That will enable everyone that is active in their various network marketing programs. I've got 4 network marketing companies that people that are looking very, very eagerly for when we get rolling, because they understand it doesn't make any difference. If the company that they're in blows sky high, they still have their foot in the river. Down here, we're immune from all that. We are a team. We are a family. We are intelligent. We are the financial intelligence team, cut and dry. Jedi One here, aka Randy. Go out tomorrow, smile at a stranger to get your week started off to a real good start. You'll help them out, and I'll see y'all on the next call. Remember, if you want to be on personal training, we're not going to do it here live on YouTube. We'll do it on a different platform. You'll need to get a hold of myself, WOW, W-O-W, W-E-M-E, WowWeMe at Gmail, or you can get a hold of Ribby. Let me find Ribby right here. You can get a hold of Ribby Scott on Facebook. Let me get her right here. You can see her page, Facebook, and message her and let her know that you're interested, or Suzanne, or Troy, or Kevin, Rick, Liz, John, JR, Mike, all those people. I know that you've got groups out there that are waiting. I want to introduce y'all to someone that's going to be very, very important to you, and his name is Tony. He's a very good friend of mine, and we'll talk about Tony in private. Something else that I would like to do in the future is there are things about this that are sensitive. When you start kind of catching on to what's shaking here, and I would love to come and not some rally deal with Rocky music, but I'd love to come to areas and sit out in the park with you, under a tree, at a hotel gathering spot, wherever. Just nothing real organized looking, but a place that we could go. You can invite your friends, and in private we could talk, and we can speak more freely, and I can show you how this thing can run like a Swiss watch. And with that said, let me pause. Just want to say goodbye to you. See y'all on the other side the next time. I got all chewed out for dipping in public in front of y'all, and Bobby G tore me up about it. A lot of people did. I'm not going to do that anymore. I just told you to send me some energy. I guess that's way of he's saying that that's his energy for him. Don't do it anymore. But we're all family, for crying out loud. I take my shoes off, boots off sometimes if I got them on when I come in people's houses, so at least I'm half civilized. But I know the pathway out. Can y'all put up with a little bit of dipping here and there if I don't quit? If you know the pathway out? See y'all. Jedi One, we down.